'Cause I don't want nobody change me now. 'Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I hope you're here to stay. Today I finally have the video that all of you guys have been requesting, and I'm really excited to just start talking about this and jump right into it. One quick disclaimer, I know this is annoying because obviously you guys know this, but I'm only going to be speaking from my personal experience. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I am not any of those things, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, and do your own research. At the end of the day, this is my experience, and I'm just going to share what I feel worked and made a difference in my trying to conceive journey. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about things that I did that I feel contributed to me getting pregnant. I have PCOS, and it took me 3 long years to finally get pregnant, and I am currently 18 weeks pregnant. Ooh, I feel like I've said pregnant so many times already. So first and foremost, if you guys have not watched my previous videos, I do have another video on how I got pregnant with my son, the things that I did, the things that I changed, and I definitely have to say that the things that I did when I was trying to conceive with my son, some things were different, but not everything. So that's what I'm going to get into today. One thing that I always talk to you guys about when it comes to getting pregnant is getting your nutrition on point, because with PCOS, a lot of it has to do with what you eat. Cutting out dairy, cutting out meats, cutting out carbs, things like that can affect our hormone imbalance, because if you guys don't know PCOS, it is pretty much a hormonal imbalance that can give you all types of different effects, and one of them being a missed period, which leads to you not being able to get pregnant right away. Doesn't mean that you're never gonna get pregnant, but it just means that it might take you a lot longer than any other regular person who does not have PCOS. So for this reason, I try and talk to you guys about what we can do to try to accelerate the process of becoming pregnant by changing nutrition and by adding supplements, and that is pretty much what I'm going to cover today. Before I even jump into nutrition, which nutrition is one of the top things that I feel is very important, but another thing that kind of goes hand in hand with nutrition when it comes to trying to conceive is tracking your cycles. Like, I cannot stress enough how important it is to track your cycles. If you don't even know, and believe it or not, there's still women out there who don't even know when they're supposed to get their period. They don't know when they ovulate. They don't know all of these things, and I didn't before I started trying to have a baby. I didn't know any of these things either, but now I do, and I am letting you guys know, if you're trying to have a baby, you will most likely succeed in this journey by knowing your cycles, your ins and your outs of your cycles. I have tried numerous different ways of tracking my cycle. I first started off by downloading an app on my phone, which is really simple. All you do is find like a period app or something, and pretty much the app is going to help you. Every time you get your period, you're going to put on there that you got your period. The more that you update the app, it'll eventually give you an approximation of when your fertile window is, which means when should you and your partner be intimate in order for you to prevent pregnancy or for you to become pregnant. I started off with an app, and then once I started getting deeper into, okay, well, how do you really get pregnant? Like, what needs to happen? Well, what needs to happen is you need to make sure that you time intercourse appropriately. And what I mean by that is that you need to make sure that you are having intercourse during your fertile window. How do you find out when you're fertile? If your period is all over the place, if you don't get a period every single month, how do you even know if you ovulate, pretty much? So ovulation is key when trying to become pregnant. And the second thing that I tried were were ovulation strips. They're really cheap. You can buy them off of Amazon. I actually will have them linked down below, the ones that I've used. I have another video explaining exactly how to track your fertility with test strips. And the only thing that I do have to say about that, and which brings me to the next thing that I try, is that when you're tracking your ovulation with the strips, there's room for a lot of confusion, because the strips, they're simply just strips. When you take a test to make sure to check if you're ovulating that day, it's gonna look like a pregnancy test, and the way that you're able to tell if you are fertile or not, or if you have a high LH level, is if one of the lines is darker than the other one. However, that is all you know. So with me, the issue that I was having with using strips is that when you have PCOS, throughout the month, you're gonna have LH spikes. So you're gonna have surges, like where your LH is gonna go up, but then it's gonna go back down. And there's a lot of confusion, because you think, oh, my LH is high, like it's time for me to have intercourse, but that might be the wrong timing. With the strips, there's just so much room for error. When you have PCOS, you have multiple surges a month, and with the strips, you're not really able to tell exactly when is your actual fertile window. So you can get a dark result today, you can get a positive result today, and then test tomorrow again in the morning or even in the evening, and it starts fading already. You think, oh my gosh, like my window is already gone, like I missed it. And then you can test 2 days later and then have another positive, and you're gonna be confused. And I'm telling you this because this happened to me so many times. Then I had a company reach out to me called Mira, and this was about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. I could be wrong, but they reached out to me. I had no idea that anything like this existed, and when I tried it, I was like, wow. So I'm talking about Mira. You guys have heard me talk about Mira in my channel before. I have a whole video dedicated just to this little device. It's a fertility tracking device that helps you track your ovulation, your fertile window, your period. It honestly helps you track everything, but the difference between this and strip testing is that this is 99.9% accurate. It actually gives you readings, like it actually gives you numbers, levels of your hormones. So it will measure your luteinizing hormone, which is your LH, and it'll give you a number. It comes with wands. You pee in a cup, you insert the wand, and then you insert the wand in here, and after a couple of minutes it'll start thinking and it'll give you a reading. So it'll give you a level. Then this is then translated onto an app that it comes with on your phone, and you're able to track everything on there. It just makes it so much easier because it charts it for you. So you're able to see, I don't know, well, mine is empty right now because I'm 4 months pregnant and I haven't used it, obviously, but let me show you. It pretty much gives you a cycle analysis, and it gives you your cycle length, when you're most likely to ovulate, what day of the month you are most likely to ovulate, because everybody just seems to think that women ovulate on the 14th, which is in the middle of your cycle, but not everybody does. And there are months where you might not even ovulate, so that could be another reason why you're not getting pregnant. You won't know unless you are testing your hormone. The Mira obviously is pricier. It is an investment that you are going to make in this journey. I suggest that if you are somebody like me who has PCOS, when I first started trying, I would have definitely loved to try Mira, because when I first started trying with my son, my cycles were all over the place. I would skip months. So make sure you guys stay till the end of the video, because I have a surprise for you, and trust me, you are gonna want to stay. The next thing that I said was going hand in hand with tracking your cycle was nutrition. So I have struggled for a very long time trying to just get into a routine, trying to get into a healthy nutrition routine. I tried going vegan for a couple of weeks. I failed. I could not do it the way that I used to, the way that I did it with my son. Like a full month I did of just veganism and strict veganism. Since then, I have not been able to succeed at not even 2 weeks of just continuous veganism. So what I did decide to incorporate this time around, more fruits and vegetables, because I noticed that was one thing that was really missing in my diet. So I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple months before I got pregnant, I filmed a vlog where I bought a juicer. And I kid you guys not, like, I would make myself a juice every single day. I would drink a juice. When I got pregnant, I was really trying to figure out, like, what did it this time, you know, what really helped me this time. And honestly, everything that I'm sharing with you guys right now is everything that I changed 3 months before I ended up getting pregnant. So any changes that I made 3 months before I got pregnant, that is what I'm sharing with you guys. Ever since I was a little girl, I have been iron deficient, and I was always recommended to take iron. And then I just completely forgot. I kind of just went along with it. I don't have chronic anemia, but I know that my levels have always been low. I don't know how big of a contribution iron is to pregnancy or to conceiving, but a lot of my juices and every single juice that I would make had beets in it. I just, again, in my day-to-day diet, I don't really include fruits and vegetables like that because, first of all, I don't really like fruits like that. So I figured drinking them would be the easiest way. And honestly, I do truly believe that those juices helped me get pregnant because it has so many vitamins and fiber and like just all kinds of things that you need when you're trying to conceive a baby. So I would add cucumber, I would add spinach, I would add celery, I would add orange, beets, carrots, apples, only green apples. Sometimes I would add kale. Those are all the things, like those are literally I would sometimes mix and match, like I would switch them up sometimes, but majority of the time I used all of those fruits and vegetables to make my juices. And I honestly feel like that helped. And we're gonna talk about me first because I'm gonna talk about what my partner did, but right now we're still on me. So another thing that I did was just be consistent. I know I've been talking about supplements before. I've talked about taking your supplements and blah, blah, blah. But obviously, you know, there's times where you're just not as consistent as other times. And for those 3 months, I was really consistent with my supplements. Like I'm gonna tell you what I was taking. I was taking prenatal vitamins, but the specific prenatal vitamins that I was taking, I don't have them with me because I ran out. And ever since I got pregnant, I started buying these. These are the ones that I've been taking ever since I found out I was pregnant. I started taking these. But any type of prenatal, I'm pretty sure that will help you. I was also taking probiotics, and these are the ones by Garden of Life. I really like Garden of Life, and you guys are going to see a trend here. Both my boyfriend and I, we really like Garden of Life vitamins. And these are the Women's Daily Care probiotics because you obviously have to have a healthy gut, healthy lady parts, healthy gut, healthy everything. So I figured taking probiotics would help, and this is another thing that I was taking. My good friend actually got me to take these, and I had been hearing all over the TTC community of people taking these, but for some reason, I don't know why, I felt like they were just too strong, or they were maybe just, I don't know, I didn't really like put much thought into it. And she was like, you should try it, like try it. And I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. And this could have been another reason why, but you know, again, I'm sharing everything that I did within those 3 months that I feel really helped me get pregnant, and I think this was part of it. This is Vitex Berry for women by, how do you say it, by Gaia. Take 2 of these a day. So I was taking these, those 3 things, I was taking them every day. Those are daily supplements, you take them every day. Now the 4th thing that I was taking, but was not every day, it was only when I felt like I needed it. And I do know that this plays a huge role on getting pregnant, and it is stress. It doesn't have to be stress from trying to conceive. It could be other type of stress. It could be, you know, family stress, work stress, friend stress. Like, it could be all types of different, but stress in itself is not good for you when you're trying to conceive. So I decided to buy the Calm magnesium supplement drink, and I would take this anytime. Oop, I just hit myself. And I would take this anytime I felt like I was just too stressed and I needed to relax and I needed to just feel better and not be too on edge. I would drink this, and I think it honestly helped me. It's not my favorite taste. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste amazing either, but I mean, it's drinkable. And honestly, I think this is amazing. I think it helps. And my next point, speaking and still staying in the stress topic, honestly, a huge, my hair's been sticking up this whole time, huh? Honestly, one thing that I feel made a huge impact in my journey, my trying to conceive journey, and me resulting in getting pregnant, one thing that really I feel like just did it for me was the relief of a different stress that I was carrying for a long time. So in May, before a whole month before, you know, the cycle before I found out I was pregnant, I quit my job. Like, I quit my job, you guys. I have not told you. I know you guys know that I'm doing lashing now. I'm a lash tech. But prior to that, I was a behavioral therapist. I was with this company for 6 years, you guys, and I decided to quit my job. I was going through a lot of stress, and not just because of my job, but other things around it were really stressing me out, and it was affecting me in my job, and I felt like I just couldn't do my job the way I wanted to anymore. I couldn't focus. I couldn't, you know, there was just so many, there was other things that were eating at me, and I made the decision to quit my job after 6 years. I know that was a really big decision. It was one that really took me, honestly, it took me a long time to just finally decide and do it. But when I did it, I felt so relieved, you guys. Like, I felt so relieved, like, you don't even understand. And then the next month I'm pregnant, and I'm like, I honestly was like, oh my gosh, like, maybe all that stress that I was carrying that I didn't even think was making such a big difference in my body, it was, you know, and my body just felt it. I feel like my body just felt it immediately, like an immediate relief, like okay, you know, it's all you now. Like, just focus on yourself and your family and your child and your life, and just you know, you don't have, do what you love, do what you like. Like, I just felt so relieved, you guys, that I was like, oh my god, like, maybe that's why I couldn't get pregnant either, because I was always stressed. And my job is not a physically draining job. It was a mentally draining job. And along with other stressors in my life, I just felt like it made me so much more stressed out that my body just, I don't know, to be honest, like, till this day, I believe that me quitting my job also helped me get pregnant, you guys, because I was so much happier after. Like, again, the relief was just immense. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm not gonna say go and quit your jobs, you know, but maybe get rid of some of those things, those stressors in your life that just been stressing you out so much, because that could be another reason why you're not getting pregnant. Everyone tells you, I've talked about this before, you know, people say like, oh, don't stress about it. The more you stress, the less you're gonna get pregnant, you know. Sometimes it's not even stress about you wanting to be pregnant. It's other things, other stresses, like other stressors around you that are stressing you out without even you knowing how much of a toll they're taking on you and your body and your mind. Your mind is very powerful, and if your mind is saying you're too stressed, you're not ready for a baby, you're not ready to get pregnant, you're not gonna get pregnant. So yes, that was another thing. Now, Moving on, please, when you're trying to get pregnant, don't forget to look at your partner. Sometimes we focus so much on ourselves that we completely forget that there's a 50%, there's another human who will be making this child with you. And that person also has to be healthy and supplemented and all of that. I have another video where I also talk about what he takes, but really quick, he was taking a 1 a day for men, which is also from Garden of Life, this one. He was taking probiotics. Well, he's still taking them, even though we're not trying anymore. He's still taking them. It's just good for him. So he was taking, if you guys hear anything, Ethan woke up and he's right under my legs right now. But he was taking probiotics as well for men from Garden of Life. And he was taking D3. But this time around, within the 3 months, that I honestly feel like is what also helped us get pregnant on his end. So I don't have it in front of me, the pills, because I believe they're in his car. He takes them every single day. If you guys have never heard of this, I highly recommend this for your man. It is called horny goatweed. I will have everything linked down below. But if you guys look at these pills, what they have in them is maca root powder. And if you guys remember from my previous video on how I got pregnant with the second baby, when I had the miscarriage, both him and I were drinking maca root powder smoothies, and we got pregnant like this. So now that I think of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like he started taking the horny goatweed that contains maca root powder, and 2 months later we're pregnant. So that's why I felt like it was important for me to mention that for you guys. Of course, always make sure that it is okay for your man to be taking this. You know, you guys do your own research and stuff like that, but that is what he was taking, that I feel, honestly, just because I saw the maca root is in there, I feel like that really helped us this time around. So just to wrap it up, tracking your period, making sure your nutrition is on point. And if your nutrition is not on point, at least drink your veggies, drink your fruits. Like if you can't just eat them on a meal, then just drink them, make juices out of them, make smoothies out of them. Make sure that you also get your partner checked. Make sure they're not deficient in any key vitamins that they need or minerals that they need. Get your man supplemented as well. So not only you, but him too. So both of you guys need to be taking supplements, and make sure that those supplements that you're taking, you actually need them. But yeah, now we have reached the end of the video, you guys, and I have a giveaway for you guys, and I am so excited. So excited to give this to one lucky winner. So one lucky winner, you guys, is going to get a brand new Mira fertility kit. You guys, I'm so excited for whoever wins this, because you guys are gonna love this. I promise you're gonna love this. So you're gonna get the whole kit. You're gonna get 10 fertility wands, which is what you use to test, to put in here. But not only 10, you're also gonna get a 20 pack of wands. So you're gonna get 30 wands. The Mira fertility kit, the Mira fertility, which is pretty much what I showed you guys. It comes with this little case. You can throw it in your purse, take it wherever you want, test wherever you want. It's so convenient. It's so little. This is a device. It comes with the little case. Your 30 wands, and I'm also going to throw in a pregnancy test for you guys. It's brand new. I promise it's new. So you guys are gonna get a pregnancy test in your giveaway box, and I'm so excited for you guys to receive this. All you have to do is make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment in the description box. That is all you have to do. My camera's gonna die, so I gotta wrap this up. But yeah, I'm so excited to gift this to you guys. I will let you guys know more details and when I will be announcing the winner in the description box. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.